perception. Sensation is really how we receive information from our senses and we send that to our brain for processing, but the sensation is just how we perceive and how we get information from our environment. The perception is the process of selecting, organizing, and interpreting the information, so it's how our brain makes sense of what is in our environment and what we are sensing, either internally or externally. So here's sensation versus perception. If you look at the picture of the woman, now this actually is two different pictures within one picture. And some people see the young woman first. And the young woman, this is her hair, and she has a feather here. This is her little nose right here, her eyes here, and then this is her chin. And this is her neck, and she's wearing a necklace. And so there's her neck and her necklace. And this is her big fluffy coat. Other people will see an older woman. And again, she has a feather here. This is her hair. This is her nose. So her nose is here. Her eye is here. This is her mouth. And here's her chin, and her head is tucked down into her coat. And so the older woman is tucked down, and the younger woman is looking away from us. And depending on how you perceive the information is how you view it. And the first time you view it, you see one or the other. And after it's pointed out, then you can easily switch between the older woman and the younger woman. It's kind of interesting. All right, so again, here's just a diagram of sensation versus perception. Information is coming in here from our environment, external, internally. We're using our senses to gather that information. We're sending on to our brain so that our brain can process that information, so we know what's going on in our environment and how to respond appropriately. Here we're going to talk about thresholds. Threshold is, there's absolute thresholds. And what that is, it's the lowest level of stimulation that a person can consciously detect 50% of the time. And so, there are different absolute thresholds, depending on which sense you're using. And so, a person could sense 1 teaspoon of sugar in 2 gallons of water about 50% of the time. So 50% of the time they can taste that sweetness, even a tiny bit of sweetness in that water. Same with perfume. You can have 1 drop of perfume in a 3-room apartment, and 50% of the time a person is going to be able to detect that odor, detect that smell. And so we have we can really detect information without a lot of information from the environment. Your senses really can detect very small amounts of changes within the environment. So how we see is actually really complex, because do we see in waves? Do we see in particles? What do we do? It's actually really complex. We use both waves and particles to be able to see. And so there are 3 aspects that impact perception of light, which impacts how we see. So there's brightness, color, and saturation. So brightness is the impact by waves that are high or low. So how high or low the wave actually is. So the higher waves appear to be brighter, and the lower waves appear to be dimmer. And so the color or the hue is also determined by the length of the wave. So the longer wavelengths are near the red end of the visible spectrum, and the shorter wavelengths are near the blue end of the spectrum. So in the entire spectrum that people can see, longer wavelengths are going to be near the red end, and blue are going to have shorter wavelengths. And then finally, saturation is really the purity of the color. So if you have a high saturated red, you would only have red wavelength. So if you're painting a picture of a picture of a flower and it has petals, and the red petals, that's going to be a really pure look on that piece of paper, because there are only red wavelengths in there. If you add in white, you're going to get a pink color. And because you added in those white wavelengths, the red is less saturated. And so that's the vibrations of the molecules in the air around us. And some properties have light waves, they have the same properties as light waves. So we have the pitch, which is the volume, or the highness or the lowness of it, I'm sorry. And then there's the volume, is it loud or soft? And then the purity, again, is the richness of the tone. So we don't have a lot of pure tones within our environment. There's usually quite a lot going on within our environment these days. And so you don't necessarily just have one tone that you're listening to. So the purity isn't as readily apparent as it could have been in previous generations. So as we know, people don't always have all their senses. People, maybe lose hearing or maybe aren't born with the ability to hear. And so people get to make interesting choices and different choices than you maybe wouldn't think that they would make. And so I wanted to share with you this video of a gentleman. His name is Robbie Wilde. And he lost his hearing as a young child, but he's a DJ. And he uses different ways to be able to engage in his chosen field, and he's very successful. And I wanted to show you just a short couple-minute video on his career, how he got to where he is, and what he would like other people to get from his experience.
DJ Robbie Wilde, he lives in a world of rhythm and bass. He just can't hear it. Severe ear infections as a child left Wilde completely deaf in his right ear and 80% deaf in his left.
My mom was crying, when the doctor said it. Me being the one with the hearing loss, I went up to my mom and I'm like, Mom, it's okay, I'm gonna be all right, I promise you. Like, you'll see, I'll be fine.
Although hearing is the most important sense in a DJ's life, Wilde was still determined to make it. He went to DJ school to learn the art of turntablism, and he relies on a computer to see the music. Red is a kick from the bass. Blue, that's a snare. Greens are vocals.
I don't want you to see me as a deaf DJ or a deaf kid trying to DJ. I want you to see me as a great DJ that happens to be deaf, because, I don't want sympathy. I don't want, let's give him a gig because, he's hearing impaired.
Wilde's skills got noticed by HP, also earned him a spot in a commercial, thrusting him onto the world stage.
It doesn't matter that I can't hear the music.
Besides, Wilde says, some things are just better left unheard.
There's a lot of sounds out in the world you don't want to hear. I like it muffled, I like who I am. I'm proud of who I am.
Dr. Sanjay Gupta, CNN, reporting.